Hello, friends. This is Father Frank Pavone, National Director of Priests for Life, speaking to you from our New York headquarters. I've just gotten back from Washington, D.C., from the March for Life. I was also at the West Coast Walk for Life, and I was so pleased to see so many of you there, as I know you were pleased to see me. It was a great encouragement to see you, to talk with you, to hear about the prayers that you've been offering for me. And I know so many of you that I didn't get a chance to meet this time around are doing exactly the same thing with your prayers, your support, not only for me, but for our life-saving work at Priests for Life, the largest pro-life ministry in the church. And many of you have said to me, whether in person or in your other communications, that you are praying for me in this difficult time, that you know how frustrating and painful it must be for me to wait until I get the full permission to do all the things that I've been doing up to now. But I have to tell you one thing that is very, very important for all of us to keep in mind. Any kind of pain or frustration or difficulty that I've been going through in the last several months is absolutely nothing. It fades to insignificance in comparison to the pain, to the burden in my heart and mind and soul over the daily killing of our brothers and sisters by abortion. That's what keeps me up at night. That's what makes me sad. That's what's painful. That every day our youngest brothers and sisters continue to be slaughtered. They continue to be dismembered. They continue to be thrown in the garbage. And the law says, and the courts say, this is perfectly fine. This is what bothers me. Of course, the circumstances of the recent months are difficult circumstances, and I appreciate people acknowledging that and being in solidarity with me about that. But again, it pales in comparison to the burden that not only I, but so many of us, so many of you feel day by day. That's what has to break our hearts, the burden of abortion. That's what has to keep us up at night. That's what has to keep us going during the day. That's what we have to be angry about. And that's what all of us in the church and outside the church need to unite and do even more about. And we are doing it, and we will do it. And therefore, that burden also becomes our joy, because we wouldn't feel the burden for our unborn brothers and sisters if we didn't have the love that we have for them. And because we love them, we make ourselves vulnerable, we let our hearts break over the tragedy of abortion, but then we have the joy of knowing that we're standing up for justice and for life, and we're doing what is right. So thank you for your prayers and your concern, but especially for what you do in carrying the burden of the unborn and saving them from abortion. Together, we're going to celebrate the victory. Let's keep in touch, and I'll talk to you again soon.